Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Thanksgiving edition of Across the Board. I am going to be hosting today with my lovely husband, Mr. Line Movers, JD, whatever you call him. Um, how are you this morning? How are we this morning? I don't know.
I'm doing good. Definitely a little bit tired. We normally do the show at noon, so this morning has been kind of busy. I think one of the dogs is not very happy.
The dogs aren't ever happy. We're at my grandma's house for the next few days. We're cooking Thanksgiving dinner over here in a couple hours because dinner happens around 2 o'clock every day of the week. So that's our plan for today. Um, yeah, I think that's about all we have going on today.
See, Nick is in the chat. Nick, Josh, and yes, everybody. Just as far as questions, you can just ask really about actually anything here. Um, as far as normally the show, we have a format of games that we normally go through, and today's not really going to be like that. We're just gonna kind of go over whatever the chat wants to. So so yeah, y'all just let us know. Probably gonna start off with some football though. What do you think about that?
I mean, obviously we have to talk about the 12:30 game first. So there's not a whole lot of conversation that has to be had there. In case anybody was wondering, Grandma's house is in St. Clair Shores. St. Clair Shores is in Michigan, which is 2 cities away from Detroit. You can go ahead and guess what team I'm rooting for. I know it'll be real crazy for you guys. But before we get into that, I did want to do something else. Because today's a Thanksgiving show and we want to tell you guys how much we appreciate you, we are doing a giveaway today. Uh, there's that for you. I'm going to go ahead and ask 3 different questions throughout the show. Go ahead and put your answers in the comments. And tomorrow at the normal scheduled time of 12 o'clock, we will be doing our giveaway winner. If you aren't in the show and able to watch it live, we would love for you to have the comments on it, either Twitter or YouTube after the fact. And you can just go through and answer the questions all in one comment. But for question number 1, we are going to do, what is your favorite Thanksgiving side? If you are a Discord member, you have heard me ask this question 50 times already. However, I am always looking for new fun things to make and different ways to make Thanksgiving more interesting. So I would love to hear all of your different options if you want to go ahead and put those in the comments. But let's go ahead and get started. Let's talk about that first show game.
Green bean
Whatever.
casserole. Yes, that was
Green bean casserole was the worst first answer. We are not a fan, Josh.
We are a fan.
We are not
We are
a
a
fan. It happens to be his favorite.
Yes.
But let's talk about the Lions game. And it's the Bears, but the Lions game.
Yeah, we broke this game down yesterday. Looks like the line has started to move a little bit now. Looks like it's moved up. It has actually moved off a 10. Looks like you can get a 9.5 pretty much everywhere. That's surprises me a little bit. Um, with that being said, as far as the side or as far as the spread goes, I actually didn't have a spread pick, but I actually would be on the Lions now. Um, yeah, just actually because it's off of that 10. Um, and I just don't see how the Bears are going to get stops here. Um, I actually talked about it on yesterday's show. As far as the Lions, as far as their team total over, um, I almost played that. It was just because it's a short week and it is a early game on the short week was actually the reason why I didn't play that. Let me see where it is right now though, because with that line move, sometimes the team total is going to move also there. Um, Still looks like it's 28 and a half or 29 and a half. I would definitely lean over there. Um, Let me see what the first half is. Probably still 14 and a half. Yes, it is a 14 and a half still, and I would still lean over there. Like I said, as far as those numbers, I don't like really see a big edge, but actually would have to lean over. Um, for the full game, the total is now at 47 and a half. The total here for me is tough. Because like I said, I think the Lions are going to be able to put up points. But the Lions, they've actually not allowed a touchdown in the past two games. Now, with saying that, those two games were against the Colts and the Jags. So that's not saying a whole lot, but still to go actually two actually full games and actually not allow a touchdown, that there is a big feat though. Today, I think they will allow something though. So for full game, I would have to lean over. But if you know yet from yesterday's show, as far as the line, just a straight up win, paired with actually something else, I am actually going to be on that pretty big here. But if you're looking for a play just on this game, I would either play the Lions spread at that minus 9.5 now, and would also lean their team total over too. Do you have any thoughts on your Lions today?
So the weather's beautiful. Everybody's in a good mood. Detroit does have a Thanksgiving Day parade. So the Detroit area is a super energized place to be right now. I feel like that Thanksgiving energy usually works really well for teams in general, but especially your home team. So I'm going to have to go with, obviously, the Lions with the winning spree. That's what we'll call it. The winning spree they're on currently anyway. But I wouldn't bet on the Bears anyway. That's just my personal bias we're talking about here.
Let's see. This comments. Josh, you had a parlay there. Bears plus 18 and a half, plus a Gibbs anytime touchdown. That's not bad. I could see the Bears getting blown out, but not by that like 21 point mark. And Gibbs to score. I mean, yes. The actual run game today, I think the Bears are going to have a very hard time trying to stop that because the Lions, I mean, they have the best run game in the league, one of the best run games currently, maybe even ever. Yeah, today's going to be a tough day for the Bears. Um, honestly, I would personally, instead of taking the Bears plus the 18 and a half, I would somehow take the Lions down. Um, and actually, and then I should tie that with actually Gibbs. Um, that's how I would personally actually play that one. Um, if you can talk for just a second, I will actually find a price on that really quick.
I am scrolling through these comments here. We're gonna go ahead and say hey to Joe. Hotty toddy, we will get to your college basketball later in the show. And Nick has asked us our first Ask Us Anything question. So, a fun fact about each of us that a lot of people don't know. I would say that first, we're pretty open people for the most part. So, there aren't a whole lot of things that people don't know. I would say that the most random fact about me would be that I have 13 tattoos currently, and on any given day can probably see about 4 of them. And what's your random fact that most people don't know about you?
That is a tough one. Gonna go back up to Josh.
What is your random fact? And then you can go back to Josh. Um,
What is a random fact?
he's left-handed. There we go.
Well, I play all
He's
sports.
ambidextrous.
Yeah, I play all sports left-handed, but I write actually right-handed. Um, Random fact. Um, yeah, I don't know if that's.
Yes, Alpha. That's absolutely what it is. We couldn't possibly think of a better option than that one.
Yeah, to answer Josh though, yeah. If you do a Gibbs anytime touchdown and parlay that with the Lions, with the Lions money line, you can get that at FanDuel currently at a -119. And I personally like that one more.
All right. Are we moving to our next game?
Sure.
Before we move to our next game, question 2 is, are you a pumpkin spice or a caramel apple person? Personally, I am all the way on the pumpkin spice venture, but this is our caramel apple person, so I do want to hear what all of the grown, manly men in this conversation say, because if I don't see pumpkin spice at least once, I know you're all liars. That's all. All right, now we are moving on to the Giants-Cowboys game.
Yes.
All right, so what you got?
Yeah, this is the game that everybody wants to see here. Um, you know, uh, to me, um, you have a team in the Giants here, who, as everybody can actually tell, they are actively trying to lose. Winning here would definitely not help them. And you have a Cowboys team who actually last week you notice they actually care still. They are trying to win games. If they win today's game, I believe that makes them 5-7. And they're somehow kind of still in the playoff hunt. I actually like a little bit here. So to me, this game, it just there's a team that I think is going to be playing harder, and then the fact that they have not won a home game yet. Um, to me, I think for the Cowboys, that is a very big deal. So having their Thanksgiving Day game, um, that actually being their actual win, I think is a really big deal. So what I did was actually parlay these actually first two games. Um, so yeah,
We have a squirrel that wants to be on our show right now.
yes.
Sorry.
Not sure what he's doing, but anyway, yes. If you parlay the Cowboys, the Cowboys and the Lions, you actually get a -115 right now. Um, that actually is my uh, that actually is my play. Um, that is a big play too. Um, so yeah, for this game, this is one that I definitely love. Um, I mean, as far as actually like injuries go, it looks like in this game there's going to be a lot, and honestly, kind of a lot on both sides. Um, but I just trust that the but I just trust the actual comment. I, I trust the Cowboys a lot more here. So the Giants have no offensive line, Joe. Yes, that that is very correct. I expect actually like Parsons to have a big day. He is going to be in the backfield a whole lot. So yeah, it's actually going to be for the Giants. It's going to be a tough game. You know what? This is a game where you want to lean under, but I feel like this total is very low. Um, I feel like this could end up being one of those crazy games where you think there's not going to be anything going on, and then somehow it is the highest scoring game. So yeah, as far as the total, I would have to lean over there. I believe it's at 37.5 still. Let me check. Yes. So yeah, at that I would have to lean. I would have to lean the over there. Actually, what's the Cowboys team total? 20.5. I would have to definitely lean over there. That's actually probably another good play. Um, I'm surprised to see that under 21, because everybody knows that number's key. Um, I would I would definitely lean over there. Let's see. Probably so, Joe. Um, it's yeah, just like I was saying, they're actually gonna have a rough day. What else do we have here?
We have another Ask Us Anything question. And it's to you.
How do you cap a game when it is way off of your model spread? Um, Normally when that happens, first off, I like to dig in more, to try to figure out why. I mean, why am I so far off? Um, and then if I can't really find a good reason, that game I normally just go ahead and pass on. Uh, um, like it, yeah, that I mean that like happens some. It's usually going to be a pass. Um, it would have to be a team that I felt like I had a very good read on, to still actually go against actually like anything there.
So those are the random spots where if you find it to have the line be extremely off, you spend the next half hour sitting there making sure that what you think isn't crazy. Asking me out
Yes.
loud if his thought
Yeah.
process is correct. That's actually how that works.
Yeah. Yeah. That is actually truly
But
how that normally works.
I thought through that while you were saying, I was like, nope, that's when he sits there and he talks
Yeah.
through all of it and goes, but does this sound crazy? Because they don't agree. So that would actually be my recommendation on that, would be to follow what you believe after you've gone through all of the facts on that one.
Sure.
I am going to address Diamond Dog's comment because I will let him talk and then I have an opinion on this one also.
It's hard to be a cowboy without a team. Um, Starting out, I would say yes. Um, I like used to be fans of actually more teams. And now just over the years of so many years of doing this, I find myself not really a true fan of many teams. I have a couple teams, that, as actually y'all know, but I still feel like with those teams, um, I don't bet their games much. But I do. She does not actually like agree with this, but I like will find spots to bet against, my my teams. Um, so I feel like as long as you have a good read actually like on those teams, then yeah.
So he's correct. We have arguments over this frequently in our household because my logic on it is if it's one of your teams, you shouldn't be betting against it if unless you are completely confident in that play. So back to that. Oop, sorry. Back to that whole when he started out thing, the approach we actually took for quite a while on that was just don't bet it. Stay away from it altogether. Don't have an opinion that conflicts what you actually feel because not having a bias, whether you mean to or not, is just difficult sometimes. There are certain teams that not only that I really like, but there are also teams that I really don't like. And when we have conversations about those teams, I also lean more towards the just don't bet it side of it versus the betting for a certain scenario versus against it. Yes, Nick, that actually quite literally sums up that statement. Sometimes the best bet is to just leave it alone. And the amount of times that leave it the fuck alone is said in our household is a little ridiculous. So there's that.
Um, Tar Heel. I was wondering how you power rank teams. This could there yeah, we could do a whole like episode just on this here. But as far as the simplest, quickest way to talk about this is, I basically have an actual baseline. Like actually like this is your average team. Um and then based off of well lots of things, um you'll have a team. This squirrel really wants to get through that door. Sorry guys, this is nuts right now. Um you have teams that are have say a point actually like better than actually like the average team, and to show this like I have the lines, they're actually for me they're actually close to 7 points better than actually like an average team, and then you have teams that are like -4 points, And then when you're capping games, you take all those numbers and actually count. And then for home fields, um, those used to be pretty standard. These days they are not. There are different numbers for actually like different actually home fields that I use. Let's say your average is just normally now in the NFL like around like a 1.5 points. Um, so that's kind of how you power rate and like use those numbers to then as far as a spread actually kind of make those. So hope that answered you some, and that was kind of the quick and you know way way there. But
Tar Heel, I'm real tired of you, but we will go ahead and answer this question really quick because I personally do have a team that I can't stand. But first, your turn.
mine is the logo of actually of actually his name.
This one,
Yes.
that's your most hated team. Anything Ohio State, not it. And I have been passionate about this for the 10 years of our relationship. Anything Ohio State is just garbage. We have a no betting policy on that one specifically because it starts an argument every time. Are you ready for the next game?
Yeah.
All right. So our next game is going to be the Dolphins and Packers. So that's our night game.
Yes.
All right. What you got?
This game I didn't really have anything on when we talked about it yesterday. The line was at -3, kind of actually juiced. Um, and now I see it's actually up to 3.5, pretty much everywhere now. And that to me it makes sense. We know now tonight definitely the weather is going to be really cold. I believe it's going to be in the 20s. The winds are going to be, I believe, 20 to 25. Um, and we all know by now, Tua in actually cold weather does not do well. Um, so it's going to be cold. The wind is going to be blowing hard. Um, and I just can't back them. He actually has been actually playing very well. Just actually like we actually said on yesterday's show, if this was any other game being played anywhere else, the Dolphins I actually think would actually be the play. Uh, but this certain game, I just can't bet them. Then again, as far as Green Bay, I don't really see any value there either. The Packers are a team I'm currently trying to actually bet against. Um, I just don't really think this is um, the spot to actually do that. Um,
So
so
from that cold comment that you made, um, it's pretty warm in Miami still. The 30s has been enough for my husband to need a full coat and gloves and a hat every time he's walked out of the house. I don't imagine, even if you are prepared for it, that cold shock is really something that you are able to mentally prepare for enough.
yeah, I mean when we left the house, it was 72. And actually then when we got here, it was actually 28. Um, and that was yeah for me that was crazy. And felt like I was literally freezing. So yeah,
He gets to experience his first 20-degree day tomorrow, and I'm so excited for it. It's going to be a great time for everybody.
so excited. Um,
Sorry for
but
interrupting.
yeah,
Carry
for
on.
that game there, I really didn't have much. I know on the show yesterday, I believe Alpha, he was on the Dolphins, and I believe Jammer was actually on the other side. So this game seems to be really split. Like I said, for me, I really don't have anything. I did, as far as a teaser, if you just want to do something very fun, if you want to tease every game, if you actually do a 10-point teaser, take the Lions down, uh, take the Cowboys up to plus 6.5, and then do the same for the actually like, Packers now. Um, you can actually get that 10-point teaser. It's on DraftKings. It's at -120. So if you're wanting just kind of like a fun bet, just to have a play on actually every game, um, that there's actually like not a bad play.
So we have another question.
I definitely like that. What's the price on that now? Give me 1 second here. Um, I believe they talked about it yesterday. I didn't ever see a price though. To
While he's looking, the bourbon is in the kitchen. We are about to start cooking, so that's the next project is the getting drunk while making Thanksgiving dinner.
um, it looks like best price is at Bet 365. It's minus 120 for him to throw one. Yeah, like I don't mind that. Um, it's not a great price. But I actually mean like it's not bad either though. What questions do we have?
Hotty toddy. Does Tua wear gloves in cold environments? Any idea? Because I'm about to look it up.
I actually don't know. Um, I'm trying to think. I don't have it here in front of me. I believe Jammer said in actually cold weather that games though. I believe Tua is now 1-6.
Google says he typically does not.
That's what I was gonna say
That's a like mindset thing.
because if you normally don't wear gloves, I wouldn't think that you would just start wearing them for actually that. So yeah, just like Joe said there.
Thank you. That's what I was hoping would happen.
So the yeah I just don't see him wearing gloves.
I mean, if you usually don't, then I
that would be
wouldn't in that scenario because they would just throw you off.
I was about to say that would be such a change. Looking at some anytime touchdown scores. Is that what Josh said?
Yes.
Let's see what we got here. Talked about Gibbs. Yeah, I would, like I said, I would actually pair that with the lines on that money line. For the Giants Cowboys game, I mean, you got CeeDee Lamb at plus 170. I mean, that's gonna be Cooper's like number one guy by like far. It would be tough to not actually play that one. Gosh, some of these other prices though, I don't think I could play anything else. I mean, like obviously there's probably going to be actually more like touchdowns scored, but at these prices, um, I don't think. Yeah, so as far as that CD Lamb, um, let's go to the. Yep, Aiden definitely. Um, the night game. Um, you got Chan at actually minus 115. Um, I would. That's not a great price, but I would play that one. Um, you get Christian Watson at a plus 230. Um, I definitely don't mind that. And then a Jordan Love touchdown. I really don't mind that one either. You can get that at plus 490 currently. So yeah, as far as the night game, uh, I would actually roll with those.
All right. So you got some college basketball nonsense you wanted to talk about, right?
Yeah, I think there's some games to just to go over.
Okay.
I don't really have a lot, but
So
go back up to Hottie Toddy. I think he was asking about some to start with.
I remember this. This one? Or
It was all the way at the beginning of the show.
this one?
West Virginia. Okay, yeah. Louisville, West Virginia. You know, these aren't the teams that we really thought were actually going to be here for actually this like game. Louisville won. That game was never close. That line, yesterday's line, I believe it was Indiana minus 2.5. Um, and all the numbers. If you just looked at raw numbers, it said that they were the play. I just thought for actually Louisville, the matchup favored them actually, and the line just seemed off. And that's why I didn't actually give out a play there. Um, but that line, yeah, just seemed very off. And then Louisville came out and just actually smacked them. Um, you know, and then on the other side, as far as actually as far as West Virginia goes, they actually beat the Zags yesterday. I'm going to tell you, I did not see that one coming whatsoever. I believe that was an overtime game. I actually did not get to watch that. Um, but so that's what I'm saying. These are two teams that you did not expect to be here. Um, I did give out a play on this game to clients. We got Louisville. We got them on the money line at minus 140, I believe. Yep. I see that line. It is starting to actually take money now. They're moving up to minus three and a half in most places. Looks like you can still on the money line. You can still get a minus 150 at FanDuel. Um, I don't mind playing that. That they would actually be like my max though. Um, I definitely would actually not go past that. And that to me, like Louisville, like I just think is the better team here. I actually have them by 5. Um, so yeah, like that's why I personally liked them here. Was there any other comments by any certain games?
Hold on. No. First, that.
Yes. Yes, they like I said that because of both of those teams, the actual like Louisville line actually was like close. That was like supposed to be a good close like game. That other game, Zags, they were supposed to win that game. So yes, this actually would definitely be a letdown spot.
All right. Next comment. I actually wanted to take a second to address this regardless. Here is the Happy Thanksgiving. Which one of you are Alpha comment? Happy Thanksgiving, Casper. So me, I am Alpha for the day. And I don't touch his ability to do this. However, we appreciate all of our cast. Is that the word I'm looking for? Cappers, cast, show host, show guests, everyone that takes part in making this show everything it is. We talk all the time about how we couldn't do this without our community. We definitely couldn't do this without the people that show up here every day to make this show what it is for you guys. So, Alpha, we beat the spread, Jammer bets, um,
Jeff.
Hefe.
Okay.
Those are our main group of people, but also all of our guest appearance people. We appreciate you guys so much. I am well aware of the fact that I cannot do this anywhere near as well as Alpha can, but Alpha also deserves a day off. So you get me for a day. Super sorry about that. Alpha will be back tomorrow to run his streamlined show. Alpha would also have a heart attack by how I have ran this show today. I can actually hear him in my head going, "What in the world is she talking about?" But yes, so for Thanksgiving, everyone got the day off, but don't worry, you are not stuck with me on a daily basis. You get everyone. Oh, yes, 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 they do. Even though none of you responded to my Discord message, to all of you specifically, where I told you all how much we appreciated you, we also appreciate our Discord. Yep, let's learn how to talk today. Our Discord mods, because this also would not work without you guys banning people at 1 o'clock in the morning so that my husband isn't attached to the Discord and can get some sleep sometime ever. Other comments?
It's like, how long have we been married?
Well, I don't even see that one. Where? Oh. How long have we been married? Our 5-year anniversary was 2 months ago.
Yep. Married for 5 years, been together. Oh gosh,
10.
almost 11.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I guess it is almost 11
Yeah.
years.
Yeah. Oh, almost 11 years now. Um, free Announcer Peak was so free yesterday.
Yes. All of the yes.
She actually thinks so, yeah.
Yeah, whatever he needs to say to make himself feel better, all of the yes right there. That would be the comment.
We got Gabe in here. Thanks, Gabe. Um, yes, as far as the NHL, yesterday went actually well. Yeah, she like the free pick. Easily won, and I believe in NHL yesterday we actually went 3-1, so it was definitely a good night.
Where is it? I can't see it on mine.
Right
Nope, this one. We have a real great story to how we met. We were Tinder matches. So we are the example of what can happen from an online dating relationship. I actually had just moved down to North Carolina about 4 days before we met. My best friend kicked me out of our house and I became his roommate, and we've lived together since. So yeah, we've got a pretty fun story for that one. Our next comment question. I absolutely love Ask Me Anything days, and any day you get me, this is what we'll be doing because I'm entertained.
Did you see Aiden's question?
Ha 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 ha.
Thanks, man. When I mean, it was a few years ago. Yeah, my my hair started my hairline started receding when I was pretty young.
Before we met pretty young.
Yeah, like I was really young. So now, yeah, it is just a much easier way. Um,
I don't know what's easy about it.
well,
It just looks a lot better, and
yes,
he likes the shiny head aesthetic, and we've made it work.
definitely.
Hottie toddy, favorite sport to cap?
Huh.
I'm gonna let him give his answer, and then I'm gonna tell you what I think his favorite sport to cap is.
It would have to be either college basketball or either baseball. Um, I mean, like the NFL is fun, um, but I don't know. I feel like college basketball. Yeah. Yeah. What would you say this?
I'm shocked he didn't pick tennis because tennis takes up our
Well,
whole freaking life.
tennis, yes. Okay. Well, that's what he said. The most fun, or actually like favorite sport to cap. Yes, I do like capping tennis, but yes, tennis does take up a lot of time. A lot of time. So now,
All year round. It takes up time all freaking year. You want a week off? Nope, not for tennis.
I was just about to say, like now is really the only tennis break. We have this basically next like month here, um, where like I'm off from like that, and it's nice to have those random daytime tennis matches or during the day, or we're betting in a tennis match in like China at actually like at a very weird time. But it is nice to have this little break though.
Ooh, I like this one. The answer, by the way, is he's not looking to cap any more sports. He has no desire to move more into the world of sports because it already takes up our whole life. I would like him to spend more time not capping sports, but I don't get what I want in this scenario. If you were to cap another sport, what would you pick?
um, You know, I would have to say golf, because I like used to cap golf. I used to cap that every week, and I actually really do like that. But that's another thing where I think that really takes up a lot of time, to really actually do that well. Um, but I like playing golf. I've actually played golf basically my whole life. Um, here's a random fact about me. Um, yeah, we found one. I actually went to school actually for golf. Um, that's obviously not what I ended up doing.
Clearly.
Clearly. But yeah, that's golf is a sport that I like definitely love. Love to play, watch, and everything. Um, so yeah, if I was to do anything, is actually like I would get back into like that. Um, I'm not sure with everything that we have going on now that I have time.
He doesn't. He doesn't. We'll just go ahead and put that out there. He doesn't.
To do that. So if anybody out there is watching, we may need a golf capper for our Discord. So if anybody out there caps golf, let us know and maybe we can talk.
What I would like to see for the next season would be us getting more into hockey. I would not.
Into hockey.
Yes, but you wait forever to do hockey. Hockey is not your like, oh my gosh, epitome of favorite sport.
I like to know who the actual goalies are. There's why I usually put my hockey picks out after everything else. So there's the reason.
Yeah, whatever. That's still my answer. I still stand behind my answer. More into hockey. Okay, more into hockey from a public standpoint. Is that
Okay.
fair? I would like us to venture more into the like talk show side of hockey. I was gonna because we do talk about hockey. We do have plays on hockey, but we don't really talk about it in a public setting. So that would be what I would want to get into next. And I would even do that one with him because I like hockey better than any other sport. Do we have any other games for today? While he's looking,
as far as the college basketball, I mean, I can always talk about something.
What's your favorite game for today?
My favorite game?
College basketball, yes.
Either that Louisville game or either the Illinois game. They are playing. They're playing Arkansas, and I think they are the much better team there. Because Arkansas has played absolutely nobody yet. And I think today is going to be a bigger test actually for them. And I think that the Illinois side here is the one to actually be on. I actually have them favored here more in the almost 6 point range. So.
College basketball is my least favorite sport. I don't know if we've already gone over this or not, but I want absolutely nothing to do with it. The only sport that comes comparable is college football. So my contribution on college football and basketball is non-existent. I sit here and I go like this and then I move on. That's about how involved in that one I get, just so everybody's aware. But I am going to move on to our question number 3. If you weren't here in the beginning of the show, we are giving away a year subscription to the MoneyBall Metrics All Access VIP. I have asked 3 different questions. If you want to go through after the show and answer those 3 questions, we'll be doing the giveaway through a generator that I will have as a video on tomorrow's show. We are going to give you through the end of the day today to go through and answer those questions, and we can't wait to read those responses. Do you have anything else before I venture into our end of show stuff?
I don't think so. I mean, there's no other as far as all the other major sports, they're actually taking the day off. So yeah, there's not really a lot else. Is there any more comments?
I think we've gotten through everything.
Shane Lowry's brother from another mother. Yeah. Yep. There's a good one.
Thanks, Hottie Toddy. You're interrupting my brain process at this point.
There and actually, he actually made another point. As far as the Discord members, in our as far as a hockey chat, yes. If you like hockey, we actually have a VIP chat. And we have a few guys in there that definitely know their stuff. They give out a lot of plays. They do a lot of the mine's going blank. Completely lame. But anyway, yes, they actually like talk about it actually like all day long there. And actually, there's one of the great things because as far as like in our VIP, as far as the cappers, you actually have like all of our main guys. But we have quite a few people in the VIP that also give out their own plays. and actually they are all good too. So you also get us plus like extras.
So that brings us to our Black Friday sale. For our Black Friday sale, we are going to do 1 year of VIP all access for only $150. That's only going to be available until tomorrow. We will never do a sale like this again.
No.
The difference in this sale to your random promotions is that whole 150 for a year, it's actually going to be at a recurring rate of 150 a year. So where in most of your sales, that's your first payment, but then it jumps up to the normal price, that's actually going to be your forever price. You would be locked in at that 150 number.
Guys, that's the first time that I've heard that.
Surprise!
And I thought that was a pretty crazy deal to start with. That's a very crazy deal.
Our Black Friday sale next year will not be that low.
Because I can go ahead and tell you, the 150 a year reoccurring. Yeah, we have a lot in. I mean, since actually starting this, we have done a lot. We've gotten a lot more cappers on than I actually thought we had, or actually like I like thought we like would. Um, the actual growth of this is going great, and because of that, we've been able to plan a lot more things. This like coming year, yes, let's just say we have a bunch of things. So this is gonna grow and keep growing and be much more. So yeah, at that rate there, that's a very low rate to be able to lock in, and then to be able to get that year after year. Yeah, that's a crazy deal. So yeah,
Surprise! I'm the one that gets to make those decisions, so everybody just kind of goes, "Oh, that's what we're doing today." Yes, that is going to be the only time that's going to be offered in that capacity. Our other promotion we have going on right now is a coaching session with yours truly, JD. It's going to be a 30-minute session for $50, and I will let you talk from there. What are you expecting, anticipating? What are your goals from that?
yeah, that's it can be a wide range. That's something that actually like we haven't really talked about yet. Because I've been talking to a bunch of people, and actually some people who actually have like signed up for this. Um, Betting has it's actually become legal now in actually so many states, and there's so many people new to like this. So I know like a lot of people that actually have signed up so far are more on the side of just learning actually like the actual like basics. Um, how to line shop and like like what that even means, like how to place certain like bets and like learning about all the different types of bets actually like that actually you like can do. Um, so it can be as basic as actually some stuff like that to all the way of I forgot who it was. I think it was Tar Heel. Asking me questions about how to actually like power rate teams, how to actually like make lines and like just actually the processes. We can go as deep into that as you would ever want. Um, so it's a very wide range of actually things there. So it can be as simple as you want it to be, just to get you that help, just so you know, like just so you know, like what you're actually doing. To yeah, as the most advanced stuff as actually like you would want. So
All right, so it is that time. Are you ready for our best bet segment?
yes,
All right, here we go. With this being a non-traditional show and it only being line movers, JD, whatever his name is to you, my husband, when he sends his best bets over to me, they are titled best hubby ever so that I can put them into the graphic. But you guys don't get a graphic today. You actually have to go back through and listen. Since you have to go back through and look at questions anyway, I figured I was just going to make you guys work today. Sorry, but what are your best bets?
that sun is really shining.
I had to move because I couldn't see anymore.
um, best bets day. Yeah, as far as the football team or the football games, um, give me a parlay. Give me the Lions. Give me the Cowboys. You can still get that currently at -115. I personally played that big. That is my biggest play of actually the day by far. And then you know what? Let's actually give out so much college basketball here. Is
Because this is all he's wanted to talk about.
this Thanksgiving Day? I didn't know what was going to happen here, but we have a few hundred people here live. I'm just grateful for us, y'all.
Before we started the show, he told me he would be happy with 100 people live consistently through the show.
Yeah.
And we are at 3:30 already, so we are doing a lot better than he anticipated. And with it being a holiday and everyone being busy in the morning, we really appreciate all of you taking the time out to come listen to your non-traditional version of the show. And I promise you guys will get your normal show at noon back tomorrow.
All right, so we have college basketball. Let's go with Louisville. Give me their money line on FanDuel. It's actually dropped a little bit. You can get it at -146 now. I like that. Give me the Illinois. Give me the money line there too. It's moved up a little bit from where I gave it out, but you can still get it at a -138. I like that. Um, then let's go to a parlay that I also like. The Florida, the actual Florida versus Wake game. That like number to me is just short. Wake is definitely not a bad team, but Florida this year is just really good. And in this game, they are going to put up a lot of points. And Wake just shouldn't be able to actually hang there. Give me the money line there, and let's pair that with the give me the Purdue. Um, Give me the money line there too, and let's actually pair those. They play NC State. Um, in NC State, I mean, like they're actually 5-0. That's just another one of those teams though. Is like who have they played? Their strength of schedule, I do not have it right here in front of me. But it's but their schedule so far has not been hard. Um, and then you have the Purdue team. They went in or they played actually Bama and actually beat them. That was a big win. Um, they've actually played actually a few tough teams here. That line is -7. I think that should be more like -9. Yeah, so let's actually parlay those. Um, Looks like you can get a -115 there too. Um, y'all know me. I love to play some actual overs. I love to target them. Um, I gave out the Providence and the Davidson game over. Gave that out at actually over 136 and a half. Looks like you can still get a 137 and a half at FanDuel. They're still good. Um, I think this should be in the minus like or this total should actually be in the one like 43 range. It's really like that. I actually played the actual Providence game over yesterday, um, and that one soared over there. Um, let's see if we do anything else. Um, yeah, I think that's gonna be it. Um,
Did I ask question 3? I don't think I did. We don't have any in the comments.
I'm not sure.
All right, so we're going to ask question 3 again in the event that I did ask it. I think I went on a tangent and then got interrupted. Question 3 for the show is, what football team are you rooting for today? Go ahead and go back through after the show if you haven't gotten to questions 1 and 2. If you answer all of the questions, we will be giving away a year on tomorrow's show. And no, I didn't, because I went off on a tangent after that about how much we appreciated everyone and how your show would be back to normal tomorrow.
Yeah, so yes, did you tell them in the comments just actually after the
Yes. In the comments after the show, we will count anyone that answered through the show today, all of the questions, but anyone that has not answered all of the questions, just go ahead and go through after the show and answer them, and you will be entered, and I will cut off entries at midnight, and then we will have it ready for the show tomorrow with who won a year free.
Yep. Diamond Dog, thankful we don't need to see these Maui rims anymore. Me as a big over guy, I absolutely love these rims. So like I absolutely I just absolutely love those. But
Is that it for today?
I think that's it. Expected this to be a short show. We've been on for almost an hour now.
Wow, we have. I didn't expect that either.
Definitely did not expect that one. Yeah, like it was a fun show. Like I said, tomorrow we'll be back to our normal show. Tomorrow we're going to be breaking down the biggest college football games and the biggest NFL games. So that should be a really good show. It's going to be myself, Alpha. We beat the spread, and we're also going to have Jammer on. So
See, you don't have to see my face anymore after today, guys. At least not on a regular basis yet. We'll get there, but for now, you'll get to go back to your normal guys.
so yeah, tomorrow's show that should be a really good show. But besides that, yeah, just to end the show, guys. Yes, again, we were actually thankful for us, y'all. Like I said, when we started this actually business this year, we did not expect it to actually grow at this rate. The same with this show. We did not expect this show to do anywhere near. Yeah, I mean, we're averaging what around like 1,500 people live actually, like most days.
It's definitely higher than that. He's the modest one.
Okay.
You're averaging closer to 2,000 with 4,000 views by the end of the day. So we definitely have made more of an impact in the sports community than we thought we could. But we also want to say thank you for all of you for letting us do that for you.
Most definitely. And yeah, just be on the lookout. As far as the new year goes, let's just say this is not going to be the only show.
Yay!
There's gonna
Told you you're gonna see more of my face.
There's going to be more shows. There's going to be more people on there. There's going to be lots of new things. So yeah, this is going to be a fun year. So.
Well, with that, we're going to let you guys go. Thank you all for spending the last hour with us. Happy Thanksgiving, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye, guys. Oh, hold on.
And let's fucking win.
Yeah. Let's freaking win. Yep, that's me, all me. But no, happy Thanksgiving, guys. Have a good day. Me.